Alright, this video is going to be on how to wire a house for whole home stereo. What you're looking at right there is a new construction speaker ring. That is an 8-inch diameter ring. This client wanted to use a larger, better sounding speaker, so he went with an 8-inch. That's larger than what a lot of clients use. Usually they'll use 6 inches. So let's get started. Brought to you by the website www.allabouthomeelectronics.com. When the speaker's installed, when the drywall's installed and all finished and you put the speaker in, that's what it looks like. Just slips right in there. It's nice and clean. Here is the volume control for the whole home stereo speaker system. In this room, we're putting it in the master bathroom. As you can see, there's the tub, there's the shower, there's a walk-in closet. So here we have a 3-gang light switch box, 3-gang electrical box, and then just over to the right we put a stereo controller which controls the volume and source input for this particular room. This is a Cat 5 wire. Actually, the manufacturer wants to use a Cat 5E wire, and E just has more twists in the wire per foot. So Cat 5E, this is run back to a central location we're going to show you. Put a piece of blocking in here to make sure that the sheetrock, when that joint between the wall and this wall meet, there's enough sheetrock left here for a nice clean finish. Plus you don't bump your hands, and it's just a neater look. So that'll be a single gang faceplate with the stereo volume control. And as I started the video, that is a new construction speaker rough-in ring, and that is a new speaker rough-in ring, and that excess tab right there that's going over that ductwork is going to be cut off. But this has been measured so that there's an alignment between all of the bezels and grills in the ceiling, so it's nice and straight. And we noticed that this one duct was 1/2 inch off, so we noted that on the truss, and that duct will get moved that way 1 inch. The wire was kind of tied up in there, and the reason being, when the sheetrockers are hanging the sheetrock, they have these high-speed router bits that route that hole out. Well, if that speaker wire isn't lifted up out of the way, that router is going to cut and shred that wire to bits. And you're not going to know about it until you're hanging the speaker, so you want to put that wire up. Alright, let's go take a look at the head end. Okay, here's the head end. And if you go to the link that's right below this video, we've got some planning diagrams where we show you the process of how we laid this out. Took several drafts to get it to this point. So up here, we're going to ignore that because that's cameras. And then right here, you remember that volume control wire? Well, one of those is right in here. And they're labeled, by the way. Let's see if we can find a label. There's a label. There's a label. Just put on your label whatever you think you'll remember, and keep that label protected because they mysteriously disappear and get painted over. So the volume controls are going to terminate on this double gang plate right here, and they'll plug into the back of the whole home controller. And then these are the speaker wires. They're labeled too, and sometimes you want to label them on both ends, but you don't always have to do that because it's fairly obvious what they are. But you can see it, they're all labeled. Everything's labeled. It makes it real easy to install the equipment, trim it all out. And so the speaker wires come through this single gang box into the back of the whole home amplifier, because this system has a separate controller, the circuitry, the brains, and it has a separate amplifier which kicks the music out or the soundtrack. Now in this particular job, we brought a couple of coaxes in. I'm going to need to figure those out. We brought a couple coaxes in from the main TV so that is a source. So if they're watching a sports game, football game or a really great movie, and somebody has to go to the restroom, well, they can still listen to it while they're there and not miss a beat. They don't come back going, hey, what happened, what happened? They can hear the whole thing. So that's tied in as well. And then of course we've got, electrical receptacles. These electrical whips are here to power the amplifier, to power the CD player, to power the FM tuner, AM tuner. He might get a set-top box up here and some other stuff. And all this stuff is surge suppressed. In other words, it's on its own circuit breaker, and that is a surge suppressed circuit breaker to try to help protect this expensive equipment. So let's go take a look at one more thing. Brought to you by the website www.allabouthomeelectronics.com. For more information on this topic or other topics pertaining to home electronics, visit the website by clicking the link located directly below this video.